Sure,
we believe that the Palestinians have the right to return to their homes. Period.
In Al-Quran.
They do not have the right to be naturalized in Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, or wherever they are.
But they came from there.
But let me finish.
Mr. Kedar, or Dr. Kedar, how is what you're saying any different than what Helen Totten said and caught all kinds of heck for? You're saying...
Just let me applaud Dr. Kedar for agreeing with Helen Thomas that everybody should go back to where the hell they came from.
Well, what I'm asking him is how is what you're saying any different than what she caught all sorts of flack for? When she said Jews not born in the region should go back to where they came from.
We came back to the land which we were expelled 19 centuries ago, Bilayut Haq, with no justification. And the Quran states that there is permission to those who were expelled from their homes without haq, without permission, to fight again and to come back to their homes. And this is the Quran says that you can check it.
Has anybody got any media questions?
I have a media question. Recently, Al Jazeera published this, something called the Palestine Papers. It's sort of almost a WikiLeaks type publication that they did. How does that affect the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, and how the Palestinians? How does it show, you know, the steps that Palestine has taken to try to bring peace to the region? Mr. Siblani, and maybe a follow-up with Mr. Kedar.
Well, I think it clearly shows that how the Israelis are undermining the Abbas regime or the Abbas administration, and it shows that this is the same thing that was happening to Arafat before. They're not very serious about settlements. They're not, about settling the issues. They're not serious about creating a Palestinian state and independent that's viable and livable. It shows clearly that they are making a mockery out of the process, of the peace process. And if they are true, which I assume they are, I think they are going to destroy the credibility, whatever left credibility, of Mahmoud Abbas and his administration. And it's going to create an issue right now of who is going to replace this Palestinian Authority, because it has lost all the credibility and cannot negotiate on behalf of the Palestinians.
Well, my take is a big extent of what Mrs. Farah said. Those documents which were revealed by Al Jazeera actually revealed the agenda of Al Jazeera to undermine Hamas, to undermine Abbas, and to push forward the shares of Hamas by showing Abbas as some kind of giving concessions to the Israelis. What a concession! He agreed, according to these documents, to give up on Jerusalem. You know why? Jerusalem was never, even one day in history, anything connected to Palestinian people, which nobody mentioned them before 1960 or 50. There was not even one day a Palestinian king or sultan or amir or whoever who reigned from Jerusalem, unlike all the dynasties of kings which were reigning Israel or the Jews from Jerusalem for centuries before the destruction of the temple. So since he saw that he has no demand on Jerusalem, he gave up.
Dr. Kedar is possessed with this Jerusalem.
Definitely.
Omar, I wanted to ask you, I wanted to please ask you.
This is our capital, what do you want?
Okay, well that's fine.
For 3,000 years.
Okay, all right. Now, all that I'm asking you is to go to Wikipedia and read what Wikipedia says about Jerusalem. You know, I did not write it.
This is academic.
You did not write it.
Wikipedia cannot be quoted in the
All right,
academic.
well, ask everybody to go out and read, but this is not the issue right now we're talking about. You know, you agree that Jerusalem is the capital of the Israelis?
Always, it was and always will be.
We just simply disagree.
Forever.
And it's going to be a struggle, and who
No,
else is going to win?
why should we get struggle?
Let's go struggle.
Let me tell you one thing.
We're not going to accept this.
Let me tell you
We're
one
not
thing.
going to accept this.
Before you
and
go,
we're not going to
Just
accept
let me,
it.
one second.
You can't get for a
Please,
reason.
one second. Jerusalem was the capital of the Jews, and we worship there the only one sole God. When the fathers of the Muslims were worshipping idols, were burying their daughters alive.
Well, Dr.
we were
Kedar,
That's not how we came here.
let's not be disrespectful.
Well, thanks to the Israelis, now they are burying us alive.
We if you look at the WikiLeaks film over the last several months, they've been fairly revealing about the interrelations between some of the Arab countries and Israel in relationship to Iran. What have we learned, and how has that changed the dynamic in the region?
Well, we have learned that we have liars in the Arab world. That they speak from both sides of their mouth. I'm talking about the regime right now. We have, thanks to WikiLeaks, this is another way that we have to say thank you, because when you reveal something like Al Jazeera revealed the Palestinian paper. Well, the issue here is not what the intention of Al Jazeera. The issue should be, or the question should be, are they true? If they are true, then let's talk about them. Who revealed them? And WikiLeaks, Al Jazeera, or the New York Times, or the Detroit News, or the Arab American News, or the Jewish News, or Facebook. This is not the issue. The integrity of the documents we should be discussing right now. Not who released them and what is the reason behind releasing them. So WikiLeaks, yes, they have put forward, and I think one of the reasons that the revolution started in Tunisia is because of WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks showed clearly how corrupt Ben Ali regime is. And it shows that he was a thief, and he was stealing the people, and he was, pressing them and killing them, torturing them. And the embassies knew about it, the US Embassy, and they wrote to the Washington, to the State Department, and they did absolutely nothing to stop them. And that's how it started. That's one of the reasons that the revolution started in both Tunisia and Egypt. So WikiLeaks have played a major role in uncovering all this hidden crap and bringing it to the front, and now we're dealing with it, and there are more to come. So I don't think that we should blame Assange, for bringing those documents out. We should look at the documents and see whether they are true or not. If they are true and the integrity of them is correct and good, then we should deal with them and the consequences.
Dr. Kedar, in terms of the dynamics of the region and the revelations about Iran and the feelings of Iran by some of the Arab countries and Middle Eastern countries, has it changed the dynamic?
Definitely. What came out from those WikiLeaks documents is that the Palestinian issue is actually not an issue, because everything which frightens today the Arab regimes is Iran, and Iran. Nothing but. They couldn't care less about the Palestinians. They just neglected the whole thing because they know that Israel is not the problem. And you know it before me. And this is why they are obsessed about Iran, and they have the reason why. Iran is going to take the Gulf. Already today in Kuwait, there is a big debate in the society whether to willingly be part of Iran or to have some confederation with Iran. If you cannot beat them, join them. This is what Kuwait is talking about today, and everybody knows that even if Iran takes Kuwait, nobody will come to rescue Kuwait as America did and others did in 1991 January. This is why everybody there, in the Gulf especially, are afraid that Iran will take them. Bahrain is afraid because of the Shia majority in Bahrain. Dubai is already there. So this is why, and Saudi Arabia of course, this is why everybody is afraid of Iran. Nobody is afraid of Israel, because Israel is no danger to nobody. As long as they let Israel live its life. We do not look for wars, we do not like wars. However, if somebody tries to deal with us, we will show him what we showed him in 2006 and 2009. That's the whole thing.
Dr. Kedar.
And peace in the Middle East is given only to the invincible.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. We appreciate
I'm going to answer them with one statement.
Okay.
The center issue, the issue that's pressing, that will continue to press and continue to exist and to continue to dispense problems in the region and around the world is one statement: the Palestinian self-determination. Unless this is addressed and resolved properly and adequately, no one, including the Israelis, are safe, and no one is going to focus on somewhere else in Iran. This is a piece of propaganda